Hey you guys, and woo! Welcome back to Confessions of SHOWBIZ, my industry journey. I'm Waltriessa, and this is vlog number 5. I hope you guys have been watching, paying attention. How I started my journey into this thing called show business. So now we are up to the point where I got to be a principal dancer in the MC Hammer's story. It was a movie remake of his life. MC Hammer was a singer and I wouldn't call him a rapper, but definitely a performer. He was a dancer. I know some of you probably know about the hammer pants and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, that's taking us back. Well, I wasn't one of his actual dancers that went on tour with him. But, I mean, definitely not like old enough to be one of the dancers that was on tour with him. But I was one of the dancers that they chose to play the people who did get to be a dancer on tour with MC Hammer, who performed with him at live shows. And so I was living in Houston, Texas, still at the time. We're still in Houston. And I went to an audition in order to get this job. But I didn't even know about the audition. I did not have a dance agent at the time. I didn't even have a regular agent at the time. I was sitting at home on my computer, probably looking for work. And I was like fresh out of college at this time. And my friend German, at the time my very best friend, he called me and said, Trace, get on the number 2 bus and head downtown. They're doing an audition today for the MC Hammer movie, and you would be so amazing to be one of the dancers in it. And I was like, what? Oh my goodness. So I hurry up, I got dressed, grabbed my dance bag, headed to the number 2 bus and got downtown. That was crazy. I landed at the audition. So there I was. I just got to the audition just in time, and I was trying to take it all in. Like, here I am, I've made it to the audition, put down my dance bag, learn the routine, and they end up asking me to stay. And the choreographers that did the audition were from LA, and they have a method of having everyone line up, and they tell you like thank you or please stay. So when I got the please stay, go ahead, I was just like, this is really happening right now. This is so awesome. Like, I'm about to dance in the MC Hammer story, a movie for VH1, a remake of a very famous performer's life. And I'm just fresh out of college at this point. So it was just like so cool being a professional dancer and, you know, having this to go on my resume. And when we did the scenes, I had never done any like acting on set like that before. It was just so cool. The lights, the cameras. MC Hammer himself was actually at some of our tapings of the movie, and he was surprised and very happy at the same time that they chose Houston dancers to be in the movie. Dancers from Houston, professional dancers. And Rami Malco was there, and he was not a professional dancer. Rami Malco, if some of you might know, is from 40-Year-Old Virgin, and that movie had not come out yet. So this was like the start of his career, and he was there, and he did not know how to dance. He did not know how to pick up choreography like we could. He wasn't a professional dancer, but yet he had the look of MC Hammer, so that's why they chose him to be the actor in it, and he was great. We had so much fun getting to know him, getting to know Hammer himself, MC Hammer himself. And one of the days, actually my very first day of showing up on set, I had this tube top that they had me wear. All the dancers were wearing it. And whenever we did rehearsal, I was in this certain spot. Well, the tube top wouldn't stay up. They had taped it. They had tried everything to try to get this top to stay up on me so that when I danced, it didn't obviously like come down. And I show up to set after everybody else has already gotten there because he had been working on trying to fix my top. I get there, and Joe Grisafi, the casting director, who I did not know was Joe Grisafi, did not know he was the casting director, didn't even really know what a casting director was at the time. He's standing in the place that I'm supposed to start dancing at, And they go, he hit the little thing. It was like action, rolling, and then they go action, rolling, and then like they said it after him again. And I was like, no, cut. This man is in my spot. And Joe Grisafi, this man that I call, turned around and said, hi, Waltriessa, I'm Joe Grisafi. I'm the casting director. I'm the one that cast you in the movie. And they're like, you're not allowed to call cut, sweetie. Like, we're only allowed to do that. And I didn't know, but he said, you missed the whole preview of what's going on in the scene, and I'm playing the casting director in the music video for the movie. So it was so confusing because we were making a music video but in the movie, and it's like, you know what I mean, all this is like a remake of Hammer's real life, or what happened in his real life. So I was like, okay, like try to wrap my mind around it. Okay, it's not just the dance rehearsals that we did. Now we're on set. Now this is live, and we're at this cool pool with the waterfall in the back. It's someone's big mansion in Houston. It was just so neat. Oh my goodness, it was so great. I apologized to Joe. I felt so bad. He's like, you don't have to apologize. Joe actually ended up, after the movie, we filmed for 3 months. And he called a modeling agency there in Houston, and he told them all about me. And they called me, and they said, we got a phone call from Joe Grisafi, who thinks that you're wonderful and that you would be a great fit for our agency. And we want to know if you want to come and sign a contract with us here in Houston to be a model. And I was like, what? Like, the guy that I was like, excuse me, no, he's in my spot, actually recommended me to be a professional model for a real modeling talent agency in Houston, Texas. And that's how that all began. But I just remember being on set and, you know, having to keep your energy up and learning all the routines, and it was a lot of routines. And then we filmed this one scene where he fires the dancers, because that's what happened in real life. He ran out of money. MC Hammer ran out of money, and he had to fire his dancers. And in the scene, the main dancer goes, well, what are we supposed to do, flip burgers or something at McDonald's? And it's like, it was very real. It was like, oh my goodness. And it was so cool when we got to watch the movie as a family, because there was my face, like, so big on the screen, looking so sad when he fired the dancers. Like, I was in true acting moment right there for me. Oh my goodness, you guys, the beginnings. Do you remember where you were, like, where it all started? What city, you know, what state, where were you when it all began, you know? It's like, I love this business. I love show business. And, you know, it was very real. And one of the things that happened to me on set was the choreographers came and talked to me one day during rehearsal. And it was the main one. And he said, the head choreographer, and he said, Waltriessa, what's going on? Like, your energy is a little bit lower than it was at the audition, than it has been during rehearsals. And these last couple of days, it's kind of like changed. It's gone down. I had to confess to them that I had been taking antibiotics for Lyme's disease. I did not know I had it. And they found out during rehearsals that I went to the doctor, and I had Lyme's disease for a long time. I was in like stage 3 or something. So it was really, really bad. And I had to take my medicine every day and come to rehearsal. And so that's why my energy was a little bit lower. But they loved me, and they understood, and they said, you can talk to us about anything. And they gave me time to just kind of take a break and take a breather at times. And it all worked out. It was fine. Everything was fabulous. And I'm so glad that I was honest and upfront with them when they asked. I told them. I let them know. I let them in. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me on my journey in the beginnings. I will be placing the videos and the pictures of this vlog of the MC Hammer story. It's on my very first reel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my reel, and I'm going to upload that. So I will catch you guys soon. Take care.